Having always been a crossroads for so many different civilizations, Turkey has some of the best archaeological sites in the world. There's Göbekli Tepe, home to the world's oldest temple, which was built back when humans were still hunter-gatherers. There's Troy, where you'll find a cheap replica of the Trojan horse. And there's Ephesus, the most well-preserved ancient city on the planet. This is where the Virgin Mary died. After her son got crucified, she was like, you know what, I'm going to go retire in Ephesus. Call it a life. We spent an hour walking around Ephesus, and while it was historically fascinating, there wasn't much to do there besides take a photo of a LARPer and shop for knockoffs. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up a genuine fake watch on the way out. That's why I insisted on going to Hierapolis, the only archaeological site where you can still go hippo mode, due to the fact it's built above world-famous hot springs known as the Tavertine Terraces. You can't actually sleep inside the ancient city though, so I booked us a hotel in the nearby town of Pamukkale. So this is the hotel I booked for tonight. As you can see here, it had a 9 on booking.com, so I thought, you know, it might be nice. But all the doors are locked. It looks like the pool has not been maintained in years. A dude just walked by and told us it was closed. And we're like, well, is it just closed for now? And then like the receptionist will come back and he's like, no, like the owner died. Yes, are you the manager of Aya Sunrise Hotel?
Yes, please.
Yes, we booked a room there tonight.
Sorry, our hotel is closed. Maybe some mistakes.
Okay, but you are alive.
Our hotel is open April 10th.
Oh, April 10th, okay. Someone on the street told me you died, so I was worried.
Sorry for this. We didn't charge any money. You just cancel it, okay?
Okay, great. Well, he's alive, and that's what's important. Luckily, we were able to find another hotel last minute. So let's check out the view. All right, we got some chickens. But just like any tourist town in the off-season, Pamukkale wasn't the most happening place. I mean, when your only attraction is a hot spring, you gotta get creative with how you're gonna keep people around after they take a quick dip. It was really fucking weird, too. Hey,
hi.
How's it going? I saw you with the parachute. Do you do paragliding?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Paragliding.
Cool. Are you the paragliding instructor?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That dude was a paragliding instructor? I was under the impression he was 11 years old. We figured our best course of action was to check out the ruins and hot springs and get out of there as soon as possible. It is 7 a.m. We are at Pamukkale. Apparently, the area around here has been used as a primetime hippo spot for thousands of years. In the 2nd century BC, King Pergamum founded the city of Hierapolis above natural springs that were believed to have healing properties. Ancient Greeks loved a hot bath as much as we do today, and the city quickly became a popular spa and health center with people coming from all over to soothe their ailments with a little hippo mode action. Majestic. Looks like it's carved out of like marble or something, but is that limestone? Is that salt? I don't know, but I am getting ready for a dip. The Turkish name for the hot springs translates to Cotton Castle, which makes sense as over time the thermal waters flowing down the mountainside have created cascading terraces of snow-white limestone. All right. This is not that cool. It's cool looking, but this is a shit place to go hippo mode. They've got this one shallow pool. All the other shallow pools are just not heated. The water's like 6 inches deep. The air is freezing, so I'm just trying to like hide in the water. It's so touristy. The only reason this place isn't swarmed is because we arrived at 7 in the morning. You're not allowed to wear your shoes out there, so just the walk from here to the pool was uncomfortable. This doesn't crack my top 10 hippo mode sessions. But thankfully the Tavertine Terraces aren't the only hippo mode option in Hierapolis. This is what they call the antique pool, and it doesn't look like much from above, but once you go underwater, it is pretty spectacular. This place is just chock full of ancient Greek ruins. They say this was the pool that Mark Antony built for Cleopatra when he was trying to woo her or whatever. As the story goes, when Cleopatra sailed into the port of Ephesus with her lover Mark Antony, she was craving a bath to soothe her sun-damaged skin. But not just any bath is suitable for the Queen of Egypt. So Mark Antony built her one in Hierapolis so they could get it on in the hot tub. A Roman temple to Apollo used to cover the pool until it was destroyed by an earthquake in the 7th century. Now the remnants of it lay scattered across the bottom, and unlike the milky white waters of the terraces, the antique pool is filled with crystal clear warm water, so you can get a good look at the submerged ruins. And yeah, who knows if it's just some story they tell tourists or not, and they were like, hey, let's just throw some of the leftover ruins we have into a giant hot tub and people will come. If they did that, I don't blame them, because that's a genius idea. It seems like that Cleopatra origin story could indeed just be bullshit they used to attract tourists, as online I could find zero evidence she ever actually swam here. But I was able to confirm the ruins are legitimately left over from the Temple of Apollo, which dates back to the 2nd century BC. So this is a pretty unique hippo mode, swimming with ruins. Never done that before. And the water is the perfect temp. I could stay in here for a solid 4 hours, but I'm already starting to prune up and we got places to be. After a dip in the hot springs, there's nothing quite like a thermal soda, aka a thermi. This would have been nice to drink actually in the hot springs, but I don't want to run the risk of littering on ancient ruins. If you come to Turkey, I don't think you need to put Pamukkale and Hierapolis at the top of your list, as it doesn't really live up to the hype. But on a more positive note, the closest airport is definitely worth the detour. Izmir Airport is the first airport I've been in since the pandemic that does not make you wear masks. They have this place called Mail Cafe, where you can pick up termies. It's a solid 100% malt termy. Multiple room lounges, both with open air roofs. Izmir Airport said, let's pop the top off this motherfucker. And one that even sells termies. One of the few times I've seen this. That is incredible. And I can see my gate from here. This is perfect. All right, I think I got 2 minutes. This is ice cold, so it's hard to chug. I think I'm gonna rate this airport. It's got to be at least a 9.4 out of 10. Brain freeze. Perfect timing. Gonna be the last person aboard. That was cutting it close, but I had to experience a bar inside the Hoon Lounge because they don't even have that in China. That was magnificent. I'm gonna miss this place. Tune in next week. Bon voyage. Where I'll be exploring Istanbul. It's one hell of a city, and thankfully a tad more exciting than Pamukkale.